Today, I give you Father Frank Povone, the Martin Luther King of the pro-life movement.
Well, it is great to be in the holy city. And holiness, brothers and sisters, holiness goes hand in hand with life. And so we're here to proclaim today that in the holy city, the days of abortion are numbered. Why is it that we're still here? If this was made legal in 1973, why is it that we haven't gone away yet? Why is it that we still come out here? Why is it that the fact that this procedure is legal, that this procedure is protected at every level of government, that it's funded, that it enjoys the support of all kinds of media and political personalities, how come it still can't happen without the people of this holy city coming out here in this fashion, day after day, week after week, year after year, and now decade after decade? The reason that this is so is that abortion has not settled in to the American landscape. It is like a bone stuck in the throat. We cannot go on in America business as usual while this destructive activity continues. And so they think they're on solid ground when the Supreme Court stands with them. They think they're on solid ground when it remains true that every abortion is still legal, and yet they feel the need to come out here to defend this practice. Something's wrong with that picture. Don't they already have all the defense that they need? Don't they already have all the approbation and permission that they need to let this legal activity and this aspect of health care continue? Why on earth are they out here? We're not people who oppose health care. We're not people who oppose women. We're people who oppose violence. We're people who oppose child killing. We're people who oppose stopping the heart, the beating heart of a child. We're people who oppose oppression. We're people who oppose discrimination. And abortion is prejudice. Abortion is discrimination of the worst kind. The abortionist Harlan Raymond Giles said the following words under oath about the procedure taking place in this building. The fetus in the suction D and C is much smaller, generally less than 12 weeks of gestation. And the fetus, either in whole or in part, passes through the plastic cannula and then goes into a suction machine where there's a gauze bag that then traps the fetal structure and the placental structure as well. And then he was asked, what kills the child in the suction curettage abortion? And his answer, the complete separation of the fetus and the placental tissue from the maternal uterine surface. It totally disrupts the vascular connection, and that results in death. And then he's asked this question, okay, can the heart of a fetus or embryo still be beating during a suction curettage abortion as the fetus or embryo comes down the plastic cannula? Can the heart still be beating? And Dr. Giles' answer, for a few seconds to a minute, yes. And I invite our brothers and sisters on the other side of this issue to deny for one moment that abortion stops the beating heart. I invite them to deny that for one moment that this is a form of killing, that this is a form of death, that this is a form of violence. Another abortionist in front of whose abortion mill I was praying just a few days ago, Martin Haskell of Ohio. Let's listen to him for a moment. He says, I've performed approximately or greater than 40,000 suction curettage abortions. Roughly, 10,000 D&E abortions. After the 20th week, I performed approximately, and then he was asked, when you perform an abortion by the suction curettage method, Does it ever happen that a portion of the fetus is extracted from the uterus while the fetus is still alive? His answer, yes. Question, how does that happen? And here is Dr. Martin Haskell's explanation. When we do a suction curettage abortion, roughly one of three things is going to happen during the abortion. One would be that the catheter, as it approaches the fetus, tears it and kills it at that instant inside the uterus. The second would be that the fetus is small enough, the catheter is large enough, that the fetus passes through the catheter and either dies in transit as it's passing through the catheter or dies in the suction bottle after it's actually all the way out. Now, on any given procedure, does a surgeon know precisely which of those three possibilities is going to occur? The answer is no. But it is my intent that one of these three possibilities will happen with each given patient. And not all are aware of this. We are living in a nation where we have the awesome privilege of taking the prayers of the church outside the four walls of the church. We have the awesome privilege of living in a nation where we don't have to worship in a closet and we don't have to worship in a cave. And guess what? That's called freedom. That's called freedom.
Fernando.
And so together, would you join with me in prayer?